Snyder, community or program manager for the Southern Illinois Community Foundation, and I am here today to interview some of our nonprofits for the Give SI Community Day of Giving. And before I get to our next guest, I wanted to give you a quick update on the total amount that we have raised, and then I'm going to mention how much this organization has raised as well. So we are right at about an hour and 20 minutes into the 30-hour giving campaign, and we have raised over $15,000 in an hour and 20 minutes. So thank you so much to Southern Illinois for stepping up and supporting all of these organizations. And so our next guest is one who has participated all 3 years of Give SI, and we're so happy to have her involved in our program. Patricia, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. And thank you for all that you do, Michelle.
It has been a tremendous amount of fun just being part of Give SI. And as you know, Patricia, Tom Harness isn't here tonight, so I get to interview all the nonprofits. Normally, he only lets me be in a part of the picture, and he does the whole thing. But tonight, it is the Michelle show for interviewing nonprofits, so I get to run it the way I want. So,
Good.
Hi, Rachel. So I just wanted to, I know a lot of people probably know a little bit about your organization, but just to kind of give a recap of what you've been doing over the last year, tell us a little bit about your organization.
Okay, we are specialized equine services, and our mission is improving the quality of life through the healing power of horses. And what we do is we work with physically, mentally, cognitive, emotional challenged people, children, adults, and we have a very, very, very successful program with veterans with PTSD. And what they do is work with the horses, and they have a whole lot of fun. I have no idea how hard they're working.
Yeah, it is an organization that really supports veterans along with a lot of other people. And so, as the Community Day of Giving, what are you hoping to do with the funds that are raised during this 30-hour giving period?
Well, they would be supporting the programs that we have, especially for the veterans. We don't get fully funded for the program, and they come all year round. And definitely our special needs population, the autism, the cerebral palsy, the Down syndrome, brain injuries, all of them, we charge a minimal amount so that it's affordable for them, but it is nowhere near what it costs us to do that. So it's opportunities like this that help us keep our programs going.
And I know, Patricia, this is just one part of your fundraising for the year. And so we're happy to be part of it. I did want to let you know in the first hour of giving that your organization raised $2,500 in the first hour. And so you are off to a great start. Yeah, you are off to a great start. And we have donations coming in all the time. But Patricia, I know that you have a lot of stories. And I know it's really great when you share those stories of what the impact that you're having on some of the people that actually come to do the programming that you do. And so I was hoping that you would share at least one of those with us. I know Rachel is sharing her story in the chat, but I was hoping you could just share some of those stories so that people who weren't familiar with your organization could really, truly understand the impact that you're having on our communities.
Well, we have so many tear-jerking testimonies. It's unbelievable. There are so many autistic kids that come to us, 7, 8, 9 years old, that are not verbal, that say their first words on a horse. We have one little girl who comes, and now she's now a teenager, but she'd been coming for a long time, that she is challenged with cerebral palsy and nonverbal. And one day she had come very agitated, and Ramona, who was the instructor and the executive director, said, well, let's put her on the horse and see if that'll work. Well, that didn't. She was still agitated. But with the brilliance of Ramona's, they put her back in her wheelchair, and they set her several yards away from the horse. Dauber, the horse, went up to her. He initiated and started nuzzling her head. She immediately relaxed. And there had to be like about 6 or 7 volunteers there, totally silent, with tears coming down her eyes as we watched her pet the horse as best as she could. But it was Dauber that initiated it, and it totally changed her demeanor, totally changed it.
Well, that is fantastic. And I know Rachel has been commenting a little bit, and I've shared her comments on the screen. So just wanted to say, if you're ready to donate, if you know that you are ready to donate to SES, please go on to givesi.org, scroll down, find specialized equine services, and donate to them today, because the impact that they're having in Southern Illinois on our communities and those who they are serving is tremendous. Patricia, I know a lot of different stories, and I know that you're always happy to share those stories. And so thank you so much for being able to share those with us. Is there anything else that you want to talk about? I know that on top of the giving that you're going to be receiving during this 30-hour giving event, there's also opportunities for volunteers. And I wanted to make sure that we had a chance to touch on what volunteers for your organization can do.
Oh, most of the volunteers are sidewalkers. They walk alongside the horse and make sure that the rider does not fall off. And then we have volunteers that are horse handlers as well. And they're just, like I said, required to be mindful of the rider, and they need to know a little bit how to respect that rider so they're not distracting from the focus of their learning. A lot with autism, focus is an issue. So we do have a training and orientation, and making sure that all our volunteers kind of know what to do and what to expect and how to behave with these special needs people.
Yeah, and that's truly important, because we always say, even during Give SI, that it's important to give of your time, your talent, and your treasures. And so, if you aren't able to give during the Give SI program, make sure that you reach out to these organizations to see if there are volunteer opportunities that you could participate in. But again, if you are ready to give, the Give SI website is ready to accept your donations. We are about almost an hour and a half in. We have raised over $15,000, and really happy to report that SES has raised $2,500 in a little over the first hour. So we have plenty of time to go. We're ready to accept your donation. Patricia, any final words before we leave?
Oh, we're just so grateful for what you do, Michelle. There's no words for it. We're so grateful, and we're grateful for our community. It has been a blessing for us, all of us, been working with the groups that we do. So I'm very blessed.
Definitely. And thank you again so much for being with us. Again, if you're ready to donate, if you want to make an impact in Southern Illinois and you choose to do that through specialized equine services, please visit givesi.org and make your donation online. You can choose this nonprofit along with several other nonprofits to support during this 30 hours of giving. Patricia, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.